Hello, my name is Dolphin, and today on Pro Plays of Age of Mythology, we see two really well-known names in the game. It's Boit and Kimo. They're playing as Ra and Zeus, respectively. And here, I need to mention that right now, Kimo is ranked as #1 on ladder, so Boit really needs to pull something off to take down someone whose experience and confidence are being pumped up with so many wins. And I think that's all it takes, a lot of confidence and experience to be an unstoppable player. Now on Boit's side, we see him grabbing some food, grabbing a bit of wood for pickaxe upgrade and gold. Soon Pharaoh will choose to empower Monument as Priest leaves to build obelisks. And on the right side, Kimo opting for 6 on food, got already 1 per gold and wood, though what he didn't opt for is getting only 1 that storehouse. I think that placement was kind of okay there in the middle of wood and gold here. Of course, sometimes you sacrifice a bit of efficiency for that 50 wood. It's interesting if Kimo decided it's not worth it in this situation, or maybe he just did that automatically, and it's great that he goes extra step and scouts with pigs, being really efficient. Well, Boit actually gets his pickaxe right now, getting a bit of wood. Before that, as we see, he had 100, now he has 0. He picked up this tree, 20 wood in, and you get pickaxe really early on. 5 on gold, and now going more with food, getting a bit of gold, getting temple up, and possibly quite a few priests out with few barracks and big second age army. Also, we see houses being placed in some defensive natural position, but of course, we'll see how that goes. And obelisk coming in the middle of the map as well. Meanwhile, Kimo also starting some defensive setups. We see house near the woods, and we see temple near the goal, trying to protect. Of course, it's really open that forward place of the TC, but nevertheless, some defenses near resource gathering are just incredibly important. Yeah, we'll continue on. We can actually see how their scouting areas. We see Boit opting for another obelisk in the lower side of the map. He has the center, he has both the seas, maybe to see some aggressive plays. It's hard to tell, but basically starting step by step, discovering the map while the houses are up. And he finished with food as he already advances, going full on gold, getting another priest there. And Kimo at the same time trying to get a sense of the full map, his hero already coming to the base. And here we see him going for really forward food, and while he takes down that obelisk, that vision, we see that he already advanced. And yeah, that's the start for our players. Now can go in revealed back. We saw some push, I think, from the priest, really smartly getting that deer to the villagers, and picks somehow come into play. We'll see, maybe he's scouting with those, while himself he's going for the second TC straight away. That's why he was not doing any wood. Actually, I was surprised, because usually with Ra, if you want to bit strong second age army, you go for woods. I put like 5 or 4 on woods after I start advancing and get a lot of gadgets. You get barracks and spam units. No barracks, no spam gadgets, just another TC under attack of Kimo units under those 2 centaurs. But coming here, I see a bolt, his Pharaoh, that will be answered by taking down 1 centaur, and gadget goes down as well. Everything is in chaos here, but what's not in chaos? Well, this TC coming up super fast with a lot of laborers. Even priest goes down. He tries to save it, but really the only objective what he doesn't want to drop down. But maybe he doesn't have to, because we have it. Here we go. We have that deceived Boit in the center. Now we cannot do anything about it. We don't have the army, of course. He's building stables. We'll try to harass everything out of it, and try now to pay, make Boit pay because of that early TC. We see guys still hunting up there. We see some another defensive house near his gold, again trying to get some cheap fortifications from just your buildings. Food is still quite not safe up in front, but still a back line is getting up. And here we see a really aggressive push for even more food. Still no wheels on wood. And I mean, the one really risky and really aggressive play was getting second to see that early. Maybe that's the only time you can get it. But well, just now we see Barracks getting up, and he still doesn't do any wood. He opts for more food down here. Actually, berries are really good for our. You can do those as substitute for any hunt, because you have extra gathering rate on that. As villager successfully fight his scout and takes him down, we see some wood production will come in place. Obelisk down here, but for me the setup kind of looks like a third age going for Boit, and we see the barracks now producing units. Actually, one is barrack but other is armory, so that is third age plan for Boit. Not a lot of army possibly will be coming out of those barracks. They're empowered, but not yet any units coming out, while Kimo actually is building 3 stables and getting massive amount of cavalry out, trying to harass him, Boit, as much as possible. We see his armies just trying to hunt those villagers, those laborers down. They escape. Now we get back to the base, really not risking, just we have some food in the base. We wanted to pick more here, not to exhaust our safe resources. Now we get back and we're still gathering food. 21 bills on food and 10 on gold. So armory was a good read, since we see the third age locked in for Boit. So with only 1 barracks and no units, I don't know, maybe it's serving as a defensive structure more, or as a message that you're going to defend now, not go for next age. I don't know what it is, but well, Boit is trying to get those hooks with another age and to see to swing him into nice win if he can pull it off, if he can defend while having 4 to 41, 10x difference in military power, though he's getting some civs lead already, 36 to 32 now from that to see, and even without any military and no problems getting more resources and keep now maybe producing some units. What do you think about that, Boit? While we see a lot of units still going out on Kimo's way, we see 44 right now. Centaur is locked in, no second to see yet, just getting some hunt and preparing berries, so really no pressure yet to get back on track with economics, just trying to, you know, catch up maybe by harassing. We have really huge army of cavalry here, so yeah, trying to harass and get that back, but Boit will get ahead. And as we see, we get Citadel after aging up. We saw a bit of empowerment on the sea as well, at least while those units were approaching. And now for Boit, we see upgrades coming, axe for wood from the previous age, and we'll see more improvements and upgrades after getting ahead, I think. While, yeah, Kimo is looking for places to strike, but there's nothing to strike really going around, checking the hunt, and Boit gets amygdals. Now he can defend this territory and gets that gold and food actually up in his hand, getting those chariot archers as well. Well, it not only did not backfire for Boit, but it's looking really good as those cavalry units from Ra, from Amygdals, well, they're going to counter those range units and those cavalry units, so I don't know how he's going to handle it. If he's going to do anything, he needs to do that right now. He's harassing, he's doing a lot, but they're just going to get into those 2 Amygdal strongholds, and 2 of those are defending and hitting quite hard. We see those camel riders 2x against cavalry, so excellent counter against Zeus, who actually has bonus, but has bonus on spearmen. So again, he could counter amygdala units, kind of, if he can catch up with those. But yeah, cavalry isn't the strongest choice for Kimo here as well. Now we're gathering a bit of troops here. We're not retreating, we're just fighting a bit, getting few cavalry units down, and kind of, I don't know, equalizing. 22 now already, and 38 on other side, so it's getting closer, while economy will still be pushing for Boit, while that central map control and this resource control will still be there. And here we go, Kimo retreats, and now what's the plan? Actually keep producing a bit of units, and we see that Scrap just straight to the sea. If not, Centaur, I think he may be able to take that to sea alone here. Really a nice, interesting way to harass and distract your opponent. Now he needs to retreat villagers, and instead of gathering resources, he needs to repair the sea. Here we see a few houses, but mainly just getting food. We see gold being exploited here as well without defenses, possibly Kimo doesn't know about that yet, and cavalry. Now, they're going to harass as well. Let's put the fight back on opponent's field, that's the best way to defend actually, and he does that really well. He just, I don't know, he loses units, but he trades those for villagers, gets rain in, so food production will ramp up significantly while have those farms. Yeah, everything is going quite nice, I don't know. You have those fortifications, you have Central the Sea, which is even stronger with Citadel improvement. And, well, what's next? What's next? I don't know what's next, really. Score still going for Kimo's way as for all battle. But now we will see those camel riders being produced in mass numbers for Boit. And, well, I don't know how he's going to handle this, to be honest. He has only cavalry. We see no anti-cavalry. We don't see aging up. We don't see... do you see one to see finally? But it's now 60 to 47. So there's like almost a 25% difference there, right? And as we talk, those camel riders start shooting for that unprotected territory, right? Two coming in the back of there. Centaur doesn't even see that, just goes with that big army and tries to hunt a big, kind of medium army. Getting another TC here as well, trying to catch up in some way, but look at those, one villager. And he keeps doing that. There will be two, there will be three, nothing is defending those, not even the tower. So even more advantage and villagers will be up. And now we see Kimo diving, we meet with some freshly produced camels with Boit, a bit of a fight in the middle. Even though you don't want to stop and fight really with those camels, as you get hit by tons of abilities from those centaurs. We see Amygdal near TC, not again letting him now harass that noticed gold mine. And yeah, those camels, they continued up, and they're no longer getting wood here. We see 49 to 69 right now even going, and they just keep going. While big army trying to chase just two camels is kind of not productive, if you tell me. So Kimo is really, really well harassed and well distracted in all places. As we see even more of those in the field, a lot of production lines. Now we see upgrades as well. And we just fight here, no problem, just take down those cavalry units as they fall down to that extra multi bonus for camels. And these two, well, these two will harass a bit and join and make a big army once again. This is, honestly, this is terrible and big chaos for good only for Boit, as he catches up in points almost. Points just jumped over Kimo's. He's getting another amygdala, even more production. Now we see scraps going to the middle to see more and more cavalry, more farms. Now we're working wood as well. Yeah, I don't know how can come back from this. You have a lot of those centaurs, but nothing else really to effectively fight. Now we back off here. and go for main TC harassment. We see idle villagers as well. So Boit's strategy, fast track to next Age and next TC, really, I would say even really not respectful, is working quite well. He's getting even more upgrades now in between of those camels that we're producing now in 3 ways. We have siege works as well coming up for that TC, I guess. So going straight from production lines to that TC. Military 60 to 29. How did they miss that? Well, because he keeps producing those units. Now he's not only by villagers, by economic power, by units, by score even ahead. He has the TCs equal, but somehow I start to feel it's not for really far longer. Now he just grabs those villagers under the fire, as any lost camel will be replaced with a new one, while well, those villagers cannot be replaced that fast, and we have pure attrition battle on the side of Boit. And now we see almost that's almost 50% of villagers advantage, still 66 on Boit, so not reducing that army really. And yeah, we see those siege units just going straight here into that TC. That will be down. They will be down, and they will be again disadvantaged in TCs as well. Kimo still not aged up, getting farms a bit safer maybe than just going out for a hunt somewhere, right? While his base is still with a lot of gaps, it's really easy for him to just get harassed. And while those camels non-stop, we see those back off. We see really a big army of camels getting here. And well, I don't know, maybe that's just a surrender button for Kimo, really. You get back to those villagers and he given up those, and now he surrenders. And Boits win against top player in the world right now by a ladder. Really impressive. I mean, possibly it's high risk, high reward situation on one hand, but well, it works, and you don't have those siege units on the H2, right? So if your opponent goes for TC, what you can do, you can harass. If you survive that phase, well, and he ages up, he gets those more powerful units, and you still don't have any siege or any more units to harass your opponent, producing units just what you had on H2 and you did not age up. Well, it's really, really tricky to combat this situation once you let it go to complete. Also, another thought is that Kimo actually has those improvements for spearmen as Zeus, so they can take down buildings really fast, right? So maybe, just maybe, they're super slow compared to camels on the third age, right? But going for cavalry, yes, it kind of works against slingers, but maybe the better choice was to go or mix just some spearmen. I mean, they would have worked against those buildings. We would have worked against amygdala units at some point if you close the gaps. You cannot really, of course, catch them, so that's a temporal solution, but overall maybe it was better decision. That's just a thought here, while Boit getting this awesome win. And well, I don't know how many points exactly he got, but it must have been a really nice reward by itself, taking down this high skilled player. So both of them really providing us a nice content here, a really nice battle, nice ideas. If you like this, don't forget to follow me for more of these pro plays battles, as I covered the best players or the craziest battles among the top of Age of Mythology and Company of Heroes 3 as well. This was Free Happy Dolphin, and see you next time.